Good morning. Y'all get in here this morning and let's get this word. Come on. All right, so I'm doing 2 different lives this morning. I am live on TikTok and I am live on over here. So y'all come on in this morning. I'm excited about this word. Good morning. Good morning. Let's see. I think I'm good to go. All righty. I'm on both places. Good morning, y'all. What y'all been up to? What y'all been up to? I hope y'all had a good week because my week was, let me tell y'all something about this week. When I say God did it this week, good morning, coach. Yes, I am bright and early. Actually made it this morning, right? So let me tell y'all about my let me tell y'all about my week, because make sure y'all can hear me. Everybody say good morning. Over here, I am on TikTok. Good morning I call them my TikTok cousins. So good morning. I've been promising them that I was going to go live and I have yet to go. So they got me this morning, right? So let me tell y'all something. I'm excited too, because I had to press myself to get up here this morning, because y'all, if you ever went on a fast, and I'm talking about one of those fasts where you are truly fasting and consecrating yourself and you are before the Lord, and he starts shifting in your life and you start seeing stuff that you was not thinking that you were going to see. When I tell you, I had to force myself, because I told God, I said, I want to be done with this fast. I don't want nothing else to do with it. Because ever since I said yes to God, y'all got to bear with me with this little piece of hair in my face now. But ever since I had got on that fast and I gave God my yes, when I tell y'all, it seemed like every dream, every picture, every corner, in the physical, in the natural, all I seen was snakes, 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 and more snakes. The first dream was a python. I'm not going to go into it, but I hope y'all can hear me. Let me know if you can hear me. What's going on, my TikTok cousins? Let me tell y'all something over there on TikTok. Y'all give me a minute over here on Facebook. Let me tell y'all something. There are some people on TikTok that I do not know. And every time I post something on TikTok, they always ask me, when are you going to go live over here? So I'm over here every Friday. What's going on, my Hold on, Facebook. I ain't going to do y'all like that, because I don't know, Facebook. Now, TikTok outdoing y'all right now. TikTok is outdoing y'all, Facebook. Y'all got to get with the program, because my TikTok cousins over here is coming through. What's going on, y'all? Okay, so listen. This is my first time doing a live with y'all. Every Friday, 7 a.m., Coach K will be on, okay? You can get me live and direct. Not the hearts over there. Facebook. Don't let me find out there's some competition. Now let me stop. Don't let me find out TikTok got y'all beat now. Y'all know I come to Facebook on Fridays now. This is my first time over here on TikTok. And the love... Y'all better act like y'all know. Now let me stop. But anyway, y'all welcome. Come on in, come on in, come on in, come on in. Because I'm excited, because y'all, this week has been a very trying week for me. When I tell y'all, the dreams that I've been having with snakes have been out of this world. I got a message for y'all that is going to help y'all, because when I tell you, not only do I have a message, but I'm going to help you, because when I tell you, you got to be careful of the people that are following you around them, that whatever you got going on in your life, I'm getting ready to help you out, because there are choices as adults that we have to make now, that it's either going to deter you from moving forward, or it's gonna move you. It's gonna put you in a better position. So we're gonna talk about attractive temptation this morning. What's up, y'all? It's good to have both of y'all on. Look at y'all over here. Okay, let me go. Let me look at y'all over here. Like, I'm so excited. You can hear. What's up, Beatria? All my TikTok cousins over here. Okay, Corlette. So you trying to play the field. Corlette, you playing the fence, because you're on both ends. Okay, so listen. Either way you look at it, y'all, I'm so excited, because when I tell y'all, this week has been a very trying week. I'm going to go get past these snakes, but let me tell you, the dreams was consuming me. And when I say the dreams were consuming, let's get some vibe in here. When I say the dreams were consuming me this week to the point where I could not even sleep, y'all. I could not sleep Listen to me when I say this fast had me on a whole nother different level. I could not sleep. I couldn't think. I could barely work. My mind was literally wrapped around what I was seeing in my dream. I'm a dreamer. And if you're a dreamer, you know that when you dream and you see it and you can see exactly the details in the dream and you're spiritual at the same time, you know that God is doing something, but sometimes he give you pieces of what he's trying to tell you. And good morning to those who are joining. Sometimes he give you pieces. He don't give it to y'all at the same time. So when I tell y'all I was all over the place, but I knew my spirit was in the right place because I knew that God was speaking to me. But the first dream I had was of a python snake, and I've never in my life dreamed of a snake that big ever in my life. But I knew immediately when I saw that snake, something was going on, right? And then I had a dream of two additional snakes, two different snakes that was in the house. And I'm not going to go into the dream because I really want to get this word out. I want to get this word to y'all, okay? Now, it was to the point where my daughter came to work with me at the childcare center, and some of the stuff that the kids was doing, some of the music things that they was doing, like walking around a chair, I looked at the TV and there was a snake on the TV. Every time I pulled up social media, there was a snake. I said, God, what are you trying to tell me about these snakes? Because I'm confused. Let me tell y'all something. Tuesday, I felt in my spirit because I was going to take the kids outside on the playground. So I felt in my spirit to go outside. It's like I heard the spirit say, go out there first. This was on a Tuesday. Good morning to all those who are joining. Listen, my spirit said, go outside on the playground. And because I went out there just to check to make sure with no ants. But y'all, this is the craziest thing. I never go to the playground without my kids going out there with me, okay? I never do that. I always take the kids outside and we get by the fence and I will walk inside the fence and I will scope the area, but I wouldn't never walk in and then they just go out and they just start playing. But I heard the Spirit of the Lord, y'all. I'm telling y'all what I know to be real. I heard the Spirit of the Lord tell me, he said, go out there first. I went out there to the playground first. I'm walking around. I saw tiny ant piles. I began to put like the ant stuff on the pile and I started walking back. Now, mind you, this is the dreams. I'm dreaming of snakes. My God, I'm dreaming of snakes, right? So as I'm walking back towards the back of the fence, I seen this long black thing, which I thought was a paper bag or some type of plastic bag, right? I didn't know what it was. And I happened to look, my God, I seen a long black snake. After I'm dreaming of them, I seen it in the natural. My God, when I tell y'all I got a word for y'all, I do got a word for you. I promise you. Just stick around. I got a word for you. Share, invite, tag your friends. Tell them that Coach K is on and I got a word for somebody. So I looked and I was on the phone with my girlfriend. I said, wait a minute. Is that a snake? It was so long. I videoed it. I videoed the snake and I sent it to my girlfriend. I said, yo, this is a snake. I'm dreaming of snakes. And then I seen it in the natural. I said, God, what are you trying to tell me? I hope y'all can hear me over there in TikTok. My cousin's over there. Can y'all hear me? And y'all can hear me over here. I asked God, I said, God, what are you trying to show me about snakes? Tell me. Y'all, I woke up and God took me to Genesis. I began to read the book of Genesis. The creator, God himself created the heavens and earth in 7 days. On the sixth day, and the seventh day was rested. But let me tell y'all something. The Lord began to show me the story of Adam and Eve. I'm about to help y'all out. Let's talk about attractive temptation. Because some of y'all out there being bamboozled. Some of y'all out there being bamboozled. You hear what I'm saying? Y'all are being bamboozled by the temptation that is attracting you. What is attractive temptation? For those, my Facebook, y'all already know I always got notes, okay? TikTok land, let me show you something, cousins. Your girl gonna keep her notes. So I'm gonna be looking down because I write my notes because I gotta make sure I don't miss nothing. I don't want to miss nothing. When God downloaded, I want to make sure I give you exactly what he gave me, okay? So what is attractive temptation? I need y'all to understand something. I'm trying to teach you something on today. Attractive temptation is those things that catch our eye. Things that look good, sound good, smell good, and even feel good, but deep down inside, they're no good for you. This stuff is no good for you. Y'all stick around. I promise I'm going to bless your soul on today, okay? Y'all know I'm a soul coach, right? So I'm coming for you. Listen, these things feel good to you, but it's in reality, it's not for you. And sometimes it's in the form of a person. Attractive temptation is in the form of a person. Y'all, I got to get used to this piece of hair because I'm telling you, I'm right ready to cut it. So it can come in the form of a person. Sometimes it can be money. Sometimes it's an opportunity that looks perfect on the outside, but has a trap in the inside. See, attractive temptation doesn't look like trouble. It comes looking like everything you prayed for. Have you ever met somebody? Glory to God. I got to change this music. Have you ever met somebody and they begin to talk and whisper sweet things in your ear, and they smell good and they look good? Y'all know what I'm talking about, ladies and gentlemen out there. You know, it smell good, they look good, they drive a nice car, they got a nice house, they keep themselves together, they talking the way you want to talk, you think they're on your level. See, this is called attractive temptation. This is temptation coming in the form of something that you think that you pray for, right? But let me tell you this. That's where your spirit of discernment have to kick in and come in, because everything that glitter ain't gold. Hear me when I say everything that glitter is not gold, and everything that feels right in the moment doesn't lead to a peace or a peaceful place later. So let me say this before I go to the word, because I'm going to keep going. Let me say this because I'm not going to miss nothing. Let me say this to all my friends and those who are watching. All my people. I need y'all to focus on what I'm about to teach y'all, okay? Don't focus on me. You ain't never met me before, it's okay, but you know me now, right? Okay. Y'all over there, y'all know me, right? Y'all good? Okay. Listen, I'm goofy, I'm funny. I love the Lord. I'm very transparent. I'm relatable. I'm just me, okay? I'm 100% authentic. I don't play about who I am. I don't have time to sugarcoat the word. I don't have time to make you feel good. So if you're coming over here expecting for me to make you feel good and make your wrong right and make you feel like what you're doing is okay, this is not the place for you, because I'm going to give you correct information, biblical information that is going to teach you so it can transform your life. I have not always been like this, okay? It came through work. It came through process. I had to move forward. So listen to what I'm about to release in the atmosphere, because it is going to bless you. I know I came off of a fast, and the stuff that I've encountered was not for a reason. And I'm still going through. I'm still battling with some things, because it's still some stuff that I feel like God is trying to reveal. So as he revealed to me, I will reveal to you guys. But I want you to pay attention to the people, the places, the things, stuff that's around you, things that looks attractive, things that make you feel good, things that make you think that, oh, I need that. Because the Spirit of the Lord is telling me to tell you, you got to be careful of the voice. You got to be careful of the voice. It's the voice of other people that's causing you to make the wrong choices. It's the voice, right? It's the voice of other people that looks attractive that's causing you to make the wrong choices. And I'm going to break it down for you. Y'all know I will always go back and read your comments and stuff on TikTok. I don't know how it works, but I got love for you. All right. So I'm going to help you realize when something is sent to help you grow versus sent to distract you. There's two different things. You got somebody or something or someone who's coming to help you grow. And then you got some things that come to distract you. 9 times out of 10, if you're on the right track, it comes to distract you. 9 times out of 10. I mean, I'm a single woman. People that try to distract me all the time. All the time. Okay. In the beginning, there was 2 trees in the center of the Garden of Eden. I'm coming out of the book of Genesis. There was 2 trees. All this is going to tie in together. There was the tree of good and evil, okay? And there was the tree of life. So when we talk about attractive temptations, we're really talking about choices that you have to make. What choices are you making today in your life to be a better person? What choices are you making today in your life to connect you with the people that you need to be connected to? What tree are you truly eating from? I need to take this gum out. What tree are you eating from? Because, see, your choices is going to determine the outcome of your life. You do know that, right? Whatever choices you make in life, I'm looking here and there. Whatever choices you make in life, it don't only affect you. It affects the people that's around you. It affect your spouse. It affect your children. It affect your job. It affect your business. Everything that touches you, that's around you, it will destroy if you're not careful of the decision or the choices you decide to make. The tree of life represents following God, staying connected, walking in peace, wisdom, and obedience. That's your eternal flow. You're moving in the right alignment, and you're not just reacting to what looks good. You're actually going for what is right for you, right? And then you have the tree of the knowledge of good and evil. Pay attention. The choice tree. That's what I call the choice tree. Now you got a tree of choices. Temptation lives in the tree of choices. The tree that pulls you away from what's divine. It's when you start reasoning with yourself instead of listening to your spirit. Here's the thing. God gives us the power of choices, and he don't force us to do anything. He allowed the enemy to present things to you, and it's up to you. It's up to you. Y'all listen to me. It's up to you to make the right decision. Amen. Thank you, TikTok. It's up to you. Thank you, Facebook, for joining in. Listen to this. Just like Eve had to make a choice. My God. She had to choose what voice she was going to listen to. I know I'm talking to somebody. She had to choose what voice she needed or wanted to listen to. The serpent came, and those who know the story, just go to Genesis. It'll tell you the story. I'm going to read something to you. The serpent came to her when Adam wasn't around. I want y'all to go back and read that. And I had to think to myself, I said, now, the Bible tells me, and let me just read a verse because I'm going to go biblical. And then I'm going to break something down to y'all that some of y'all probably never paid attention to. But God had me up since 1 o'clock this morning showing me something. The Bible says that in chapter 2 in Genesis, it says that the Lord placed the man in the Garden of Eden to tend and care for it. But the Lord gave him his warning. This warning, you may freely eat any fruit of the garden except the fruit from the tree of knowledge of good and evil. If you eat of its fruit, you will surely die. That is strategic instructions. That is a warning. How many warnings do you need before destruction comes? God gives you a warning before destruction comes. The problem is with us as humans, we don't like to listen to the warning. After he said, don't do that, don't do this. Why do we as individuals always seem to feel like we got to go behind God and do the opposite of what he said, like there's no consequences, when we know that he gives us a choice? He said, listen, either you're going to do this or either you're going to do that. And a lot of us individuals as adults, we know better. We know what not to do. Exactly. Free will. We know what not to do. We know what not to do, but we will test the water anyway. But then when you get in trouble, my God, when things don't go in your favor, when your money getting low because you started hanging out with somebody who's snatching up all your money, you start being with other people, and now all of a sudden your joy is gone. Now all of a sudden you want to go run back and blame people for the choices and the decisions you made when you know right from wrong. Hello, somebody. You think I didn't? I knew right from wrong when I was in the world doing wrong. I knew right from wrong. I just chose to do wrong. But when I realized that y'all know what? I can't take it another. I can't take it another moment. I can't. It's distracting me. The piece of hair is distracting me. Lord have mercy. Let me get back to my word. Now listen. So you got to ask yourself, what tree are you eating from? Okay. When you start talking about you can't get upset with other people because of a choice that you decided to make. The tree of life, it represents following God. I told you, you got to stay connected to the source. You want to walk in peace. If you want to walk in wisdom, if you want to walk in obedience, that means that you got to walk with the right people, and you got to make the right choices. What's up, daughter? Okay. Now, let's get down to Eve. So she decides that she wants to listen to the voice of the serpent. But I had to ask God, I said, now, you had already, if I'm not mistaken, because I was confused, God had already created, he formed from the soil every kind of animal and bird. He brought them to Adam to see what he would call them, and Adam chose to name each one of them, from the livestock, the bird, the wild animals. So that means that, y'all, I feel my help now. So that means that the serpent was already in the garden with Adam before Eve was created, right? Before Eve came out his womb. I mean, his rib, before he was formed, before Eve was formed. Y'all know what I'm talking about. The serpent was already here. So the serpent didn't decide, because I had to think about this thing now. The serpent didn't decide to talk to Eve until Adam was not around. You notice that? You notice that? You came and talked to me after the person who was protecting walked away. I'm going to get to that. You're going to understand why I said that in a minute, because I had to ask God, why is that? Why did the serpent come after being there with Adam and went straight to Eve? But I discovered something. It was smart, very cunning, manipulator. It was a manipulator, sneaky. Found the guy at the right time. Just like some folks in your life, somebody can come give you a good word. Somebody can come tell you the right thing to do. Somebody can tell you to make the right choices. And somebody can hear you and listen. And when I tell you, they will wait right good to you by yourself in your vulnerable moments. And they'll come trying to present themselves as something good, knowing they're coming to manipulate you the whole time. That's how I know. That's usually how it works. You tell people your business in front of people. It doesn't even matter. They'll wait right good till you by yourself, and then they'll come, and then they will try to tell you what to do, how to do it, when to do it. And before you know it, you heard this voice, and then you heard that voice. Now, Adam had to tell Eve not to eat from the tree. I'm just thinking outside the box, because she had to know, because she was there with Adam. So Adam had to tell her, don't do this. But y'all know what I found out? Y'all know what I found out? Let me show you how slick the enemy is. The Bible said that the Lord said to Adam, you may freely eat any fruit in the garden except fruit from the tree of the knowledge of good and evil. The only thing God said, if you eat of its fruit, you will surely die. That's it. He didn't say nothing about don't touch it. He just said don't eat from it. But I found when the serpent spoke to Eve, she added in there, come on somebody, she added, not only are we not supposed to eat, but we can't touch it either. And y'all get what I'm y'all get what I'm saying. Y'all get what y'all see how she took some words and added into something and added to God's word, and God never said don't touch it. He said just don't eat it. So she went and said to the serpent, after the serpent said, did God tell you not to eat from the tree? Her exact words were, I'm gonna get somewhere. Her exact word says, of course, we may eat it, but the woman told him, it's only the fruit from the tree at the center of the garden that we are not allowed to eat. God says we must not eat it or even touch it. God never said touch. Come on, y'all. I need y'all to catch on in the spirit. God never, what's up, Angie? God never said touch. That's not what he said. He said don't eat. That's what the enemy used to get her to touch. My shit. Y'all got to get it. Something, the words, the changing of words could destroy your very life. Because guess what? He touched the apple. Well, they said it's the apple, but guess what? Be honest with you, they never said what type of fruit it was. If you really read it, it don't even say what type of fruit. Now, me personally, I think it was a fig or whatever you want to call it, because they had fig leaves, but I don't know. It ain't never said apple. But anyway, they say the apple. We're going to stick with the apple. We're going to stick with the apple because they say the apple, but the Bible don't never say what type of fruit it is. So, hey, I'm just going to go with the illustration of what they designed it to be was the apple, okay? But God ain't never say not touch it, but that's what the enemy used to get her to look at it. Touch this. You can touch it. What's wrong with touching it? What's wrong with touching it? Come on, somebody. We got to be careful how people come into our life. Everyone don't come with good intentions, y'all. Everyone don't come with good motives. Listen to what I'm saying to you. The serpent targeted the one who heard the word secondhand. You ever realize when you tell somebody a story, they go tell somebody a story, then they go tell somebody a story, then they'll go tell somebody a story, and by the time the story get to the last person, do you not know that the story was all twisted up? And before you know it, it's a lot of confusion. A lot of people arguing and fighting because that's not what I said. That's that he said, she said stuff. That's how the enemy comes in, through words. Okay? So you got to be careful, because the enemy was smart. And he waited for her to get by herself. I'm telling you. It's the small change of words that can cost you your life. Not paying attention to what you say. Not paying attention to what somebody else say and how they manipulate the situation to make you feel that it's okay to do something when you know that it's not. Thank you for the hearts. When you know that it's not. We got to get to a place in our life where we have to stand on our nose and be okay with a no. Because I found out that no is definitely a sentence. You understand? She had discernment but didn't use it. Well, she should have used it. Matter of fact, this is what I had to say about that. Now that you brought that up, she shouldn't even took the time to talk to him that long, if you ask me. Come on, somebody. First of all, she should have went over there and said, Adam, hey, this snake here is telling me that if I touch it, it should be okay. Because wasn't that Adam companion, just like relationships, marriages? Let's talk about it. That's why a lot of relationships are jacked up now, because the spouse, whether him or he or her, out here doing stuff, making choices without letting the other person know. Marashi. And by the time it get back to the person who's obedient, they gonna follow the voice of the ones that they're with. Where am I wrong? Tell me if I'm wrong. I need to know if I'm wrong. If you're married, you don't need to be talking to nobody that's going to cause you to lose your relationship with at your home. Married individuals in relationships, whatever you got going on. You don't have time to talk to nothing outside of what you got going on, because it will cost you your whole life. You will be out on the streets trying to figure out what happened because you sat there and talked to somebody who was a manipulator, backbiting, cunning. No, let me bring my partner. I just had to add that little insert in. Let me bring my partner over here, because see, you telling me that God saying this, that it's okay. I'm telling you that he said not to eat it. You telling me it's okay. So something ain't right. So let me go over here and ask my man. As y'all want to say, my man. But a lot of y'all doing stuff that y'all man don't even know. I'm not getting ready to go there. Hello, somebody. A lot of y'all doing stuff that y'all man don't know. And your man might be faithful. Or a lot of y'all men might be doing something that y'all woman don't know. And y'all woman could be faithful. But because of the choice that you made, you decided to tear down your whole kingdom of something that God put together because of a choice that you decided to make. And here come Adam, because I guess he was just in love. I'm assuming. That's my companion. I'm gonna eat it too. After the Lord done told you not to. My God, y'all will catch on that later. The people you connect with matters. The people you connect with matters. You got to ask yourself, the people are you connected to now, are they choice makers, good choice makers? Or are they easily persuaded? I don't really care to hang around folks that's easily persuaded, because you being easily persuaded could cost me a whole lot, and I got a lot to lose. Even down to your friends. Even down to your friends. You got to be careful even of your friends that you dealing with. Y'all understand? You got to be careful, because if they're easily persuaded, they can persuade you right out of stuff that you don't even know that you didn't have at the first place. So first off, you got to be careful of the choices you make, and you got to watch a person's action, watch their actions. Their choices will allow you to make the final decision if you want to deal with them or not. Y'all, I think I might be safe to take this back off because I look a little crazy. So just watch people's choices. And first of all, oh, I already talked about that. Okay, let me just keep going. All right, we talked about that. Come on, let's just keep going. So my whole message to you today is there are times in your life that you're going to have to make the right choice. The choice is yours. God gave you a choice. How many times do you want to keep going in a circle, doing the same thing over and over and over and over and over and over? Why keep doing the same thing over and over when you got the choice to eat off the tree of life? Why? Why do you even want to hang with individuals? Like, first of all, let me tell y'all this. We too old, okay? Most of us are in our, late 20s, early 30s, early 20s. We're at an age where we know better. We know that the wrong choices. You know that the wrong choices will cause consequences. You do know we have experienced enough in life to know that the wrong choice will make the wrong decision will cause consequences. Like, we already know what it could do. So why even take a chance? The way the world is set up now, why even take a chance making a wrong decision? Because every temptation don't slither on the ground. Let's get that clear. Some come with a smile. Women, men, hello, over there on TikTok, Facebook. It could be a smile. Speaking softly and gentle, and oh, he did this for me and he did that. And he could be a narcissist. Okay? And you know what they come to do? They, just like the enemy, come to steal, kill, and destroy. And you think you got something. And now you're blinded by what you see, because what you think you see is not really what you see. So you're blind to the delusion and you're not using your spiritual discernment. Preach, Karen. So at the end of the day, it was Eve's choice that opened the door. But it was also Adam who had to face the consequences. It is not just you. It's your children. Your relationship, though everything that's connected to you will suffer the consequences. And some people get into the position where they don't care about what happens because they're mad, they're angry, they this, they that. But you need to care. You need to care about your life. You need to. And that's how life works. Every choice we make doesn't just touch us. It touches everything connected to us. So when you give in to attractive temptation, it may look harmless. You may have just ran up on something that looked good. And in the moment, it smelled good. It seemed good. It feels right. The right opportunity. But the ripple effect that can hit your children, your family, your finances, and even your future is worse. It's worse than that little 5-minute conversation you just had. The enemy don't want just you. Let's start there. That's not what he just coming for. He coming for everything that's connected to you, especially y'all who are trying to walk ahead, especially y'all who are trying to stay on the right track, especially those who truly, genuinely want to walk, not even just with God, just want to be a good person. The temptation is going to come. Stop putting yourself in situations where you are going to lose versus gain because of something that you know that's no good for y'all. It's so many women that meet men, that move men in because it looks good, smell good. I'm telling you, I've been there. I promise you, I've been there. And when you get them around you because you think you got something good, the hell that you got to pay. Y'all listen to me. The hell that you got to pay because it looked good. The hell that you got that comes behind the money that's being spent unnecessarily, the time that's being wasted, the energy that you putting out. You're not even happy no more. Your joy is gone because of a simple decision. Because you want something so quick. I need it right now. And in all reality, God is saying, listen, I'm going to give you the choice. But you got to decide what you're going to do. You got to decide whether you want to do right or whether you want to do wrong. The choice is yours. Don't trade your purpose for pleasure. I've done it too many times. Don't change your purpose for pleasure. It's not worth it. Let me tell you something. It's so many women that will say, I got this man, that man, I talked to this person, and you think it's cute. It ain't nothing cute about it. Because guess what? I tell my kids all the time. There ain't no need of talking to nobody if they ain't doing nothing with you and doing nothing for you. What you talking to them for? It's pointless. I've done that. Mama already done that. So what we talking to them for? What we got to talk about? The only thing they're going to do is two things. Either they're going to use you for what they can use you for, or they're going to use you and leave you alone. It's just that simple. So you got to be careful, right? The other thing I want to say is when Eve made that choice, they didn't just lose a piece of the fruit. It wasn't just the fruit that they lost. Let me tell you what you're going to lose when you deal with stuff that's not for you. You lose your covering. You're going to lose your peace. You're going to lose your position. They lost their place in the garden. And that's what temptation does. It takes you out of alignment where God is trying to take you. You end up stepping out of alignment. You know why? Because you allow something that you thought was good to take your mindset and take a different direction. And just like some of us today, we lose our peace because of temptation. My God. We get a hold of somebody and we think that joker the bomb. By the time you get with him and he down you and verbally abuse you and mentally abuse you, physically abuse you, financially abuse you. When you used to get up and take care of yourself, you don't even do that no more. When you used to get out and just love hanging out with your friends, you don't do that no more. You just sit in the house and do absolutely nothing. Come on, you don't even know what your goal is. You don't know what your dreams is. You don't even know what you're supposed to be doing. Hello, somebody. You don't know what you're supposed to be doing. So attractive temptation isn't always sin. It can be distraction. And distractions are just as dangerous because distractions delay the process of where God is trying to take you. You can't sit up there and deal with people who don't have any type of dreams and goals and ambitions. Y'all hear me when I say be careful of attractive temptation. It's a voice. It's a voice. It's a voice that took her out of place. It's just a voice. My God. And Adam followed her voice. Some of y'all in relationships. My God, some of y'all, I'm going to say this right here. Some of y'all are in relationships or could be talking to somebody. If you're in a relationship or you're talking to somebody and that person is taking you down the wrong path and you don't see yourself growing, what are you with that person for? Where are you going? Where y'all going? Hello? Anybody hear me out there? Do anybody hear me out there? If you're talking to somebody, and it can be friends, it can be family, it can be whomever, but if they are not allowing you to grow, my God, if you're not growing, what are you doing hanging with them? Why do you feel like it's okay to hang with somebody and you're not doing anything but the norm? You've been doing the same thing for a long time. Aren't you tired of walking in circles? If the enemy can capture your ear, he doesn't have to move your feet. That's why you have to be careful who you're listening to, because one voice can shift your whole destiny. My God, one voice can shift your whole destiny. Glory to God. One voice. Whether man, female, boy, girl, one voice, y'all, could shift you and change your whole destiny. Let me tell you something what the Lord just dropped in my spirit. Hallelujah. Thank you, Jesus. There's people out here that the enemy will literally disconnect you from the people who are trained or there to help you. God has placed some people around you to protect, to cover, to guide, to help, to motivate, to encourage, to push you forward. But the enemy, my God, the enemy will come in. Y'all, I feel like speaking. The enemy will come in and begin to get in your ear and will tell you all kind of sorts of things about the people that's supposed to be there to protect you, my God. But they come around whenever you're not around those particular people, because the enemy knows that the people, come on, Spirit of the living Lord, make it plain. The people know, the enemy knows that the people that you are around can see the tactics, can see the tricks of the enemy. Y'all listen to what I'm saying to y'all. Some of y'all are in positions because the enemy have tricked you out your spot. The enemy have caused you to walk away from the ones who truly love you, and you begin to talk to those who you think that has better knowledge and understands what you're supposed to be doing, and they know the way, and they understand that, oh, well, you need to do this, but they only talk to you when you are not around certain types of people, because they know they can't get to you. Come on, somebody. Y'all got to understand what I'm saying to y'all. My God, my God. Some of y'all are in positions because the enemy have came and tricked you out your spot because of a voice. Some of y'all have people, and I'm going to keep saying it because that's what the Lord is telling me. He is sending you people to help guide you, to pray for you, to keep you on the right direction. But you don't want to be around those people. That's right, round 4, because it's in me today. It's been a long time. But let me tell you, you better learn when God's sending you some good folks, and stop pushing people away that's good for you. Because the enemy will put you in a position where you don't have nothing. And you don't even understand how you lost it, because they came in with glitter, shiny, and gold and got you thinking that they're the best thing since sliced bread. And the people that you are around, they will make you believe that the people that you are around is jealous of you. People, I'm telling you, be careful when people get in your ear and start trying to tell you stuff about other folks. If you can't tell me about them while we're sitting down together, there's no need for us to even talk about it. If you can't sit down and tell me about them while we're together, what's the point of us talking? The only people I talk to on a whole nother level is my daughters. That's it. That's all. Because I know it ain't going nowhere. I'm very selective when it comes to my personal life. I don't even tell them everything. But when it comes to my personal life, I'm very selective. So I'm going to say this to y'all today. Choose wisely which tree you're going to eat from. Because you're getting too old to be making the same mistakes. And now I'm just speaking from the heart, because I feel the Spirit of the Lord flowing, and I've never been on live this long. That's how I know it's a message. You're getting too old to be told the same thing over and over. I'm not getting ready to sugarcoat. Don't even worry about it. My friends will tell you I'm not sugarcoating nothing. I'm not getting ready to make it sound good to you. If I had to go through the heat and the pressure and the bending to get where I'm at today, and I know what it feels like, and my friends hold me accountable. I got a friend in Jacksonville right now, and I tell you, she holds me accountable. When I start acting like I'm not doing what I'm supposed to do, oh, she won't talk to me. I ain't got, you making decisions I don't have time for. Because guess what? I'm your friend, and your choices are going to affect me. So when you start doing stuff that you ain't got no business doing, I don't want to have nothing to do with you, because I don't want to go down that path. Y'all understand what I'm saying? You got people who will teach the word, preach the word, and will make you feel good. I'm not here to make you feel good. I'm here to change your life. I'm here to put you on another level. You keep talking about what you're going to do. I'm trying to get off this live, y'all, but I feel the flow of the Spirit. You keep talking. You keep saying what you want to do, but you ain't doing what you say you're going to do. It's like you're just going in circles. Because of the choices that you decide to make. You're too old to having somebody hold your hand. Don't nobody got time to keep holding your hand. We got stuff to do. Figure out what you want to do with your life. Inbox me, DM me. Let's set up some consultations. Let's get some stuff going. Let's put some stuff together. Because at this point, you're too old to be told the same thing. Some of us 40 and 50 years old, and we still doing the same thing, still got ourselves in situation because of the choices that we decided to make. And we think we doing something right. We ain't doing nothing right. And let me tell you this while I'm at it. When you make choices and they're not choices that you know God wants you to make, and something good come out of that choice, please stop saying that's God, because that's not God. You do understand that the enemy will have you in the same situation. You do understand that he'll make it right for a moment, and then he'll take it from you. Then he'll give it back to you so you can stay in the same spot. You do know that, right? God give you choices, but I will tell you this. Don't make a choice and it's the wrong choice and you're doing the wrong thing, and then something good come out of it. In your eyes, you say, oh, the Lord bless me indeed. No, that wasn't God. That's the enemy to keep you in that circle. Okay. Round 5. I think I'm going to close it up now. But I come to tell y'all that because at the end of the day, when I read that book, and God showed me I've been dreaming of snakes all week long because of my elevation, because I'm going to another. I don't even look like I used to look, honey, because ain't I pretty today? No, I'm just messing with y'all. But I don't even look like I used to look. I don't even feel the way I used to feel. I don't even act the way I used to act. You can't come around me and think that you're going to have me go backwards. I've came too far. I'm too far in the game now. Why would I go backwards when I already know what's back there? It's heartache back there. It's pain back there. It's pain back there. There's no joy back there. There's no freedom back there. There's no love back there. Nothing's genuine back there. I was losing everything back there. My mind was gone back there. My God. I was robbing Peter to pay Paul when I was back there. I didn't have the energy to do nothing when I was back there. I was drinking when I was back there. I woke up with hangovers when I was back there. Hallelujah, somebody. Back there couldn't do nothing for me but just drain me down. Just drain me. That's all I was being, was drained. So you got to make the right decisions. You got to make the right decisions. I'm going to tell you that right now. You got to make the right decisions because the snakes is coming. And these ones that's coming is bigger than what you thought they was. They bigger than what you was dealing with. God showed me a whole python. Thereby shaky. These that the enemy get ready to release now. Come on, Spirit of the living Lord. These that's coming now, these demons that's coming out now, they bigger than what we've ever seen, ever saw. Thereby shaky. I don't know if you ever known about demonic forces, but they coming. They already showing themselves. They already starting to show themselves. They're showing themselves. They are coming. And God said they are bigger than what we were dealing with. So you got to be prepared and ready when they come. This ain't nothing to play with. Y'all playing around. It's the playtime is over. I said. Some of y'all laying with demons right now. Laying with people that, as my daughter say, them old energy vampires just sucking the life out of you. And you think you doing something. You won't walk with God, but as soon as you get into some trouble, you want God. But what if God say, nah, you figure this out yourself? Because you do know that when God release you for something, you do know when the spirit leaves, you do know that they come back 7 times worse. You do know that, right? That's biblical. He delivers you. Some of y'all have been delivered from a whole bunch of stuff. And was still, I've done it. I can't even say I haven't because I have. I've been there. That spirit said, I'm going back to where I came from. I'm going to house back where I came from. But if you ain't walking in the right line with God, if you're not doing what God called you to do, just trust, believe, baby. Let me tell you something, what I do know. When the spirit do come back, it's bringing seven of them with them. Yeah, that's worse off than what you was dealing with. So you got to make a decision today. What you going to do? What choice you gonna make? What tree you eating from? What we doing? What tree we eating from? Who wants to deal with a spirit that I already just got rid of? And you mean to tell me you coming back with 7 times more worse than what I already have? What I already was dealing with you? You gonna get some more? Because guess what? He said, yeah, I'm gonna get them in there and we all gonna live together. Y'all hear me? We all living in there with you. You think you gonna get away? It's a fighting time. Y'all can play if you want to. But I'm telling you something, what I know. I'm still fighting. Them dreams wasn't coming just to be coming. And then to have to see one in the physical. I ain't seeing this for nothing. God said them snakes is coming out. They all coming. They coming, they coming, they come out by shade. They coming, they're coming, and you better be prepared. Whatever you dealing with that's not of God, be prepared for the consequences that's getting ready to come behind your choice and your decision. If you laying up, my God, with somebody's husband, you better move out the way. Because the consequences that you're going to have to suffer for messing with somebody else's, if you laying up with somebody else's wife, y'all better hear me. I ain't playing with you. I'm telling you the truth. What I know to be real. Get out them folks' business. Because these demons that's getting ready to be loose here on earth, them that's already tapping in. See, what y'all don't know, that's another calling and a gift I got. I just don't talk much about it. But I know what the Spirit of the Lord is showing me. Them demons that's coming out now, y'all better be prepared and you better be ready. Because they not getting ready to play with you. Glory to God. Glory to God. This is a warning. This is your warning right here. The same way God warned Adam not to eat from the knowledge of tree of good and evil. God is sending me to give you a warning, telling me to tell you not to eat from the tree of good and evil. He's telling me to tell you, don't eat from there another day. Leave it alone. He's saying, leave it. You don't have to do nothing evil. You don't have to be evil. You don't have to manipulate folks. You don't have to do those things just to get a quick fix, because it's not going to last long. You're going to find yourself in circles trying to get something so fast. Don't you know when you walk with God, everything that comes is eternal? It's not going to come the way other things come. It's going to come a little slower, but it's so much better. It took me 3 years to open up my childcare center. I wasn't in no rush. Where some people had to manipulate the system, my God, to get what they want. And they're not just struggling to keep it, but they have to keep manipulating the system. My God, that's not God. If I have to do it by myself, I'm not connecting myself with somebody who do wrong just so I can get ahead. I'm not eating from that tree. We're not doing that. Because there's consequences that you're going to have to suffer. You're going to have to suffer the consequences of the choice that you make in your life. From moving forward, if y'all don't hear nothing else that I say, now I understand. There was a warning that needed to be given. And this is y'all warning. Pick what tree you're going to choose from. And do it quick. Y'all be blessed.